So let's see what pops up. So the energy coming in from the beginning of September is the King of Cups reversed. All right, so you had to deal with a water sign, a fellow water sign, Scorpio. So it could have been a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, but it could have also been the energy that you're carrying around. Like you just feel emotionally unsatisfied. You're kind of holding on to someone who just because you need stability. But this is also, if it's not you, it could be somebody dear to you who is counting on you and looking to you for support, looking to you to make things better, thinks that you're their savior in a way, like I couldn't be here without you kind of energy, when the truth is, no, you could be, and you should be. You should be able to stand on your own, yeah? So when it comes to the King of Cups in reverse, the energy is really codependency. A lot of codependency and a lot of manipulation. This is when gaslighting becomes a problem too. And remember, this is the beginning of September, so this is the energy that's coming in from the beginning of September. So this should not be news to you. You should be just shaking your head going, yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, so somebody could have been gaslighting you, could have been trying to manipulate you through emotions to get, them to get you to be on their side. Or you could be doing that too. Let's hope not. Let's stick to that it was somebody doing this to you and that you're doing okay. But if you're in this energy, Scorpio, if you're in the energy of, grasping onto someone, doing everything you can, even if you know it's a little shisty, take a breath, Scorpio. Just take a breath, disconnect from that energy, and figure out why you are doing it, and just sit in that without action. Why do you feel the need to act this way, right? And if somebody's doing that to you, the manipulation, same thing. Why are they doing this to you? What is their motivation? And patience and forgiveness while still holding very strong boundaries in your life. All right, so this is the overview. We have love and relationship, we have career, we have health, and we have mind-body-soul connection. Next month, I'm going to do health and wealth in this one, but this month we're just focusing on health. Okay. All right, so the overarching energy is the Three of Swords reversed. So this is a third-party situation. This is a third party coming in, doing something that you don't agree with, but it already happened. So I actually feel like it's not even a recent thing that's happened. It happened like a year ago, 2 years ago even, that, somebody cheated on you, or somebody took your job, or, someone took your accolades when, you should have gotten the hurrahs, and they said they did it, at work kind of thing. And so it's just kind of like it's coming back, and it's coming back because it's unresolved. The energy keeps like stabbing you when you have to let it go. It already happened. You should have already come to peace with it, but shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? So this is the time to really look at it and figure out the steps you need to resolve it within yourself. I don't think you're going to get what you want out of the other person. You're not going to get the I'm sorry or the I was wrong. It's going to be, you just have to let go. And you have to do the let go and not hold on to this past situation, this past wrong that happened to you, but actually focus on all that is right in your life right now. All right, so in relationship, we have the Eight of Cups reversed. So for many of you, this is, it's time to go in a relationship. And it can be love, but I also see this in friendship, that it's time to part ways. It's time to part ways, that you guys are no longer on the same path, and you just can't do it. You can't bring yourself to do it. It's just too difficult. You just don't know because of the unknown. The unknown is freaking you out. But you also know that this relationship is done for now. It's done. Maybe you guys will meet in the future, but it's not at the level that it used to be. But because of your connection, because of everything that you have been through with this relationship, it's so hard to say goodbye. And when you should be letting go. And this is also, I mean, this energy is linked very clearly to the Three of Swords right there. Of, okay, time to let it go. It's time to let it go. And I'm not saying that this is for every love relationship. It can come up in different ways. It can, like I said, it can come up with a dear friend. It can even come up in family, where it's just like you have a toxic person in your family, and over again, everyone in your family keeps saying, hey, it's blood. Blood is thicker. Blood is thicker. You have to forgive them. No, you don't. That's a bunch of malarkey. You forgive because it's a healthy thing to do. But if they are toxic and, they are overstepping their boundaries in your life over and over again and really causing a lot of turmoil and upheaval in your life, I'm sorry, cut them out. Cut them out. You do not need to tolerate that. That is abuse. In any shape or form, if it's your cousin, if it's your mom, if it's your dad, if it's your brother, sister, whoever it is, if they are toxic and causing constant turmoil in your life, let it go. That doesn't mean you don't talk to them forever, but you don't need to put up with that. You never need to put up with that. If somebody is bullying you in any capacity, you do not have to put up with that, Scorpio. All right? And so that guilt that you feel and like, well, but, when we were 5, we used to go to the lake together. Or, in high school, we were inseparable. Yes, that was wonderful. And that's what you needed at that time. And now it's time to part. Okay? All right, so in career, we have the Six of Swords reversed. Same energy, Holy Toledo, as the Eight of Cups. It's like you're afraid to move on. So a lot of you are stuck in a job you really don't enjoy, a job that is sucking you dry and is making you anxious and, stressed out and depressed. And it's like you're like, well, what am I to do? I need to have a job. I get that. But while you have this job, start looking, start putting yourself out there, start figuring out what kind of job would make you happy, what kind of job would shine the light in you, and start going for it. I'm not saying you have to quit today and be like, I quit, but there are actions that you can take to make it better. And Scorpio, that's what I want you to do the rest of September, is sit down and write it out. Say, this is the type of job that I want. This is what it looks like. And then after you look at it and you're being honest with yourself, go to Craigslist, go online, see what, if there's jobs available in what you want, and then apply. Apply to it. Even if you think it's out of your league, even if you think you're like, there's no chance that I could get it, keep applying, and then follow up and say, what can I do? What can I do to make it so that I am a viable applicant, Take those steps. And yeah, you're going to be denied here and there, but one time you're not. And you're going to get the job you want. So keep trying. Or not even keep trying, start trying, because you haven't even started trying yet. All right, so in health, we have the Queen of Pentacles, which I'm so happy about. You're doing great. Like health-wise, things look really, really good. Queen of Pentacles kind of energy is healthy, vibrant, full of gratitude, and just abundance, abundance, abundance. So with this lovely energy, you could start anything and it's going to succeed, In fact, I would say a lot of my Scorpios, this is your time to even start teaching or start leading some sort of aspect of health and fitness. I think you can. That's what the Queen of Pentacles is all about, is about leading people to their own abundance, to their own strength, to their higher self. You know, those of you who are thinking, oh, you know what, I was thinking about becoming a Pilates instructor or whatever, go for it. Yeah, do it. You'll be great. Let me know when your class is. If it's in Colorado, I'll try to come. Okay, so then mind, body, soul connection, we have temperance reversed. Okay, so with temperance reversed, this is completely out of balance, all right? And it's just expanding. It's expanding this out of balance kind of energy. Because the temperance is, keep things in check so you can make it better. Yeah, it's like keep it even so the even gets stronger, and once the even gets stronger, then you can expand it to even bigger, you know? And so right now it's so out of balance, it's so disconnected that you're just trying to stay above water in a way, I feel like. And I feel like it's more emotional and spiritual. Physically, like I said, you're really, really strong. So that's where the conflict is. It's that you're really, really strong in the physicality, but it's like the mindset isn't there to support it. So I'm sure a lot of Scorpios, when I said you could start teaching, you could become a leader in health, said, yeah, right. Well, yes, you could. You just have to believe in yourself, and so that is the aspect that we have to work on and we have to strengthen. And I can see why, Scorpio. It makes sense why you're a little apprehensive about, your life, is because you don't know about a really dear relationship, how to separate ways, what that's going to look like, and about your job. What do you want out of your life? So just take it step by step and, know that you have a healthy temple. And so just keep feeding it with so many beautiful things. Like read your favorite book, the end of September. Eat your favorite meal, end of September. And hang out with your favorite person who makes you so joyful, and feed yourself. Feed yourself mind, body, spirit. And let's get that cup full again. Okay? Let's get that cup full again so then we can get it even. Yeah, so you can drip a little bit spill over the cup, and you can still be okay. Yeah? All right, so let's pull from the Enchanted Map Oracle cards just to bring it together. Okay, this one. Field of Dreams. Okay, my guides are saying just read from the book. Even though I want to talk, I'm going to talk a little bit. Field of Dreams, you can create this. You can create your dream, but you have to start somewhere. You can't just say, oh, it's not possible. Oh, I'm not even going to think about it. I'm not even going to try. No, you can do it. You can totally do it. It's always, with this energy, like I said, with work, take the steps. Take the steps to get your dream job. And if you fail, that's okay, because you can try again. And you might fail again, and that's okay. And you can try again. And guess what? You might fail then too. But then you try again, and then you don't. And then it's all worth it. Yeah, you got to keep trying. So this is what Colette Baron Reed has to say about Field of Dreams. Your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs are always engaging the vast field of pure potential. This is the perfect time to harness a field of vast potential not yet realized in your life. Great abundance is yours if you're willing to do the work alongside the gentle gardener. Be clear about your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Concentrate on your best life, regardless of the temporary outer conditions imposed upon you by the greater world, which has its own story to tell. You have a basket full of seeds that are quite powerful, for your talents are divinely inspired and will indeed lead to a great harvest to be shared with others. You will reap what you have sown. Dream big, dream beautiful, take action, and tend to the garden of your life, and experience the extraordinary. All right, Scorpio. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe this video.